Hello.
Hello.
Who are you and what do you do?
Well, my name's Andrew Guerrero, but I go by Andy Rock. From Denver, Colorado. Played in a lot of bands. One was Flowbots. I started that band, and Bop Schism is another local band that I was in.
Both awesome bands.
Great, thank you. That's awesome. I've lived in Denver like my whole life and played in tons of bands since I was 15 years old, and ready to hang out and answer any questions I can.
Right on. So what are you all doing at UMS?
Well, I'm actually here. I started teaching at CU Denver, the College of Arts and Media. It's actually a program that I graduated from, and Isaac Slade from the Fray graduated, and we've had a lot of big alumni out of that school. Actually became friends with Isaac at college or whatever, so I booked some of the Fray's first shows that they played with my other band, Bop Schism, which is like a funk rock soul kind of band or whatever.
Yeah, I love that band, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so now a few years later, they hired me to teach, and so I'm actually running and teaching the student-run record label, which is called Cam Records.
Nice.
And I just took that over last semester. So we have a goal basically of signing one band a semester, and we try to help them maybe pay for their CD costs or video cost or whatever.
Right.
And then you have 25 to 30 music business students working on that band for basically 4 months and running a record label, like a student-run record label, and I'm the head of it or whatever. So
that is a really, really cool concept.
yeah, I just kind of took it over and revamped it a little bit, and so we have a new logo. It's our new Colorado-esque logo, and we signed You Mean Apollo last semester, and they're a great folk rock band, and sold out their show at the Bluebird, their CD release at the Bluebird, and they tour 150 days out of the year. They're kicking ass. So yeah, so it's been great. It's been fun to work with all the younger students and try to, even though record labels are changing and they're dying, try to give them some semblance of how that business runs, even though they're all different.
And it's got to be tough because everything is constantly morphing in the industry.
Yeah. It's well, here's how a record label works, even though they're changing all the time. So, but there's still A&R and promotion and marketing and distribution, and some things are still the same, even if it's digital, whatever. So put them in a groups of 4 or 5, and that's their department, and they're responsible for their job and stuff like that. So so far it's still trial and error, but it's been good so far.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Now musically, what are you up to?
So musically, I'm working on a solo project. I'm gonna start a new band called Andy Rock and the Real Deal.
Love that name.
Yeah, a little wrestling, a little all the good parts. But I'm just writing a bunch right now. Like I said, I had Schism, and then I started Flowbots in 2005, and left that band a few years ago. And so so I'm gonna launch a new solo thing, but I've been playing music and touring for 17 years.
Congratulations, dude. That's awesome.
So I might just take a little time off while I'm writing songs and take a little breather and chill. So I'm not rushing it. I'm taking a lot of time with the next thing. So
and you've succeeded in a lot of different realms.
Yeah. It's been great. Flowbots, we gotta sell a lot of records and tour all over the place and play the Tonight Show and Conan O'Brien and
Tell me, what was that actually like?
Conan was great because that was one of my childhood goals, because I watched Conan all the time, and I actually it was during the around the election time, right, 2008, 2009 or something, and the Shepard Fairey, the Shepard Fairey shirts that have Obama,
Yeah.
So I had my friend make a shirt that had Conan's face on it, and it said Hope on it, and it was a Shepard Fairey, and they let me wear it, and so at the end of it, he comes over and he's like, I want that shirt, and then I gave it to him after the set, I took it off and gave it to him and took a picture with him, and it was cool. It was awesome. Definitely one of the best days ever, for sure.
That's really fucking cool, man.
Yeah. Totally hilarious. It was awesome.
Right on. One last question, man. It's a survey question.
Okay.
All right. Name 2 people cooler than Evel Knievel.
Ooh. Then Evel Knievel? Let me think about this. God, there's so James Brown.
Oh yeah.
And I might get flack for this, but I think The Rock is cool. I think
love The Rock.
I think The Rock is like one of the coolest people. Like he's just cool.
Dwayne Johnson. Oh yeah.
Just cool.
Oh yeah.
So I think he's like built. So yeah, James Brown and The Rock.
I love it, man. Thank you so much for your
Yeah, man,
time.
good to see you, man.
Cheers. Cheers.
All right.
Have a great UMS.